guys, it's coffee time. Let me detail to you the things that suck about living in a duplex, aside from just like the sound issues in general. What I hate is being a person who stays home mostly for the day. Like, I go to shoots and things, I go to meetings and whatever else. But for the most part, during a normal workday, I'm the person who's home, right? So I need to be somewhat alert. I don't worry about it. It's not like I'm constantly like, what if somebody breaks into my house and tries to kill me? Like, it's not like I constantly live with that anxiety. But if I hear a strange noise, I like to, check around, snoop around the room, snoop around the house, take my sword with me, normal girl things. So what sucks about living in a duplex is that you hear suspicious sounds all the time. And then you have to do this. And just wait and see if you hear it again and whether or not it sounds like it's coming from that way but up, or if it's legit coming from that way. The times that I'm always the most freaked out, I guess, is if I'm in the shower and then I get out of the shower and I hear like a thump or a really loud sound that sounded like it was in my house. Because then I have to think to myself, okay, hopefully I'll hear noises that assure me that somebody isn't sneaking around, right? It's like, okay, so I have these 3 other roommates. We have one person who's sleeping in our living room right now until he finds a place. So, like, we've got a decent number of people that are a possibility. I'm going to wait and see if I hear something that sounds like them. And then I just sit there and I don't hear anything. And then I go, what if this person who snuck into the house and accidentally knocked something over, and now they're being extra quiet and creepy. And then I'm just like standing in the bathroom with a towel around me going, do I leave? I hate it so much. I think it should be clear no one has ever snuck into a home that I have. Never once have I been stolen from. Never once has somebody broken in. Nothing like that has ever happened to me. But when I'm home alone and I hear a super suspicious sound, I don't think that I should be ashamed of the fact that I am immediately alert and wonder where my sword is. I don't think that that's a problem. But yeah, today has been one of those days where there are sounds happening all day because I think everybody up there is home right now. And they kind of stomp around and move things, make lots of loud noises. And so if they're consistent loud noises and weird sounds, then I'm like, okay, it's just them being weird. It's when it happens, like, rarely. And I hear a weird sound and then I go, where is it coming from? Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. There was one day when Tyler left his window open and I was sitting in my room and I was reading articles for news and I kept hearing a and I was like, what is that? So I left my room. It's not like I thought that it was a person walking around the house. It was just a weird sound. So I'm like walking around the house trying to figure out where the sound is coming from, and I realized it was coming from Tyler's room. I think that it was just noise coming in to the window in a really weird way, right? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But what I do know is sometimes there are strange sounds when you live in a duplex and you can't tell where they're coming from, and that drives me nuts. So I just wanted to rant. Just wanted to rant about that. Another thing is I have realized that you guys know that I don't play a whole lot of multiplayer games. I'm not big on playing games where I have to do big raids, really work with a lot of people that I don't know because I have like weird anxieties. So I'm realizing that the more games that we play for like TGS tournaments is really good for me because every time I have to go into a lobby to wait for a game, I get overwhelmed by this feeling of, oh my god, I have to play with people I don't know. And it like, it makes me so anxious. So I just like sit there and go, maybe I should just not play. Maybe I should just what if I just keep doing the tutorial over and over again? Will that teach me how to play? Like, these are the things that I do. But then there are situations like in Chivalry, when I finally made myself just start playing Chivalry, there were people who recognized my name and they were like, "Oh, Dodger, are you training for TGS? That's awesome. We want help." Everybody was super nice, right? So I'm currently undergoing those feelings with Guns of Icarus. I need to like get over it. I keep going into, because there's like a quick start. There are matches, and then there's a quick start where it just like throws you into a game. But you still have to wait until all of the ships are captained. And it takes a while for all of these ships to have people in them. So I was like, okay, I'm going to join a game. Okay, this is going to happen. So I like joined in the quick start, and then it threw me into a ship, and then I was just sitting in the lobby, and I just sat there and waited, and we never had enough people. I was like, and I finally just left. So I need to get over it, is what I'm saying. Not get over it in the sense that I want other people to tell me to get over it, because that's never helpful. Fact, guys, any of you who know somebody who has any sort of like social anxieties or fears, even non-social ones, just anxieties or fears of any sort, telling them to chill out and get over it does not help. It makes it so much worse. Like, the second that I'm asked to go to some sort of a social thing, if I say, I don't know, I don't think so, they're always like, come on, get over it, you never go. Just go. It drives me nuts, because I'm like, this makes me not want to go even more. So just be understanding. Just be understanding of people when they say, I just don't like being around a lot of people, you know? Then you could say something like, well, maybe we can go, and if you want to leave, we can leave anytime you want. Or you could say something like, well, maybe we should take separate cars, and that way, if you want to leave, you can leave at any point, right? Just like ways to meet in the middle. That is the way to attack it, to say like, well, if you're willing to try going and see if you have fun, then let's do this. But if you don't have fun, you have an out. That's the big thing. It's like you need to know that you have an escape strategy. I've gotten a lot better, honestly. I've spent a lot more time with people recently, actually. Like, very, very recently, I've been spending lots of time with people. But I still wind up with these moments where I'm like, oh, God, no, no. But a lot of times when I go, I have fun now. Whereas before, I got very wallflowery. I would go to these things, and people would be like, no, it'll be fun. Like, this person and this person and this person. Like, you could hang out with any of them. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. And then I go, and I eat a lot of food, and then I look at all of the people who are talking to each other but don't actually talk to them, and then I go, I'm going to go home. I do that all the time. So I've gotten better now. I've gotten better. But it's like a process. You can't just tell somebody to get over it. So that's what I'm trying to do with this whole, bringing it back around. That's what I'm trying to do with this whole multiplayer lobby thing. Because whenever I get into a multiplayer lobby, I'm like, what if I'm doing something wrong? What if we should have been playing by now? What if? And then I get stressed out, and then I leave. So, for some people, multiplayer games give them a lot of confidence and help them feel more like they could fill a leadership role. It does lots of great things for people and their personalities and all of that. For me, it just stresses me out. But friends help. Having friends involved always helps. So, yeah, I don't know why. Wow, we just went on a little thing there. We just went down a path, but it was a good path, a good path of discussion. So there's that. I drank all my coffee, but I guess we're almost at 10 minutes anyway. I drank all my coffee. I was on a shoot today with PewDiePie and Cinnamon Toast Ken and Tobuscus and Jesse, and it was super fun. That's what I'll leave you with. You get to watch out for that. It was really, really fun. We had a lot of fun. And I know that some of you in the comments are going to be like, PewDiePie is the worst. he is the scum of the internet. I can assure you that PewDiePie is one of the nicest people I've ever met. His viewers can be very aggressively internet, if that makes sense. But he as a person is awesome. I would love to do more stuff with him. But yeah, so that was a fun thing. And I still haven't gone for a jog, so I'm going to go do that, actually. But hopefully you guys had a great day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. And ignore the fact that my room looks like a hooligan lives in it, because a hooligan does live in it. Ta-ta! Mwah!